Hey, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Talk Tuesday. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, Talk Tuesday is our weekly segment where we go over tips to help you enhance your finances. I'm Coach D, your budget coach, and I want to help you to reach and exceed your financial goals while still enjoying life in the process. Thank you guys for joining. I love when I go live and I come on here and you guys are already on here with me as soon as I get on. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for just being here every Tuesday. So this month we are focusing on savings. So if you weren't here last week we focused on the importance of saving. This week we're going to focus on common obstacles that we encounter when we're trying to build our savings. And my thinking is by sharing these obstacles with you, giving you some tips that this will help you to build your savings. Maybe if there's something you are doing, these tips can help you to, get over those obstacles. If it's something you're not doing, then it can prevent you from actually doing those. So that was my thinking. So we're gonna go over three. I give you guys a couple and then I let you guys go. Definitely let me know in the comments what is your savings goal for this month. Since we're talking about savings, I'm hoping this is encouraging you to start your savings, build your savings, keep savings, something with your savings. So let me know in the comments your savings goal for this month. I would love to hear it. And if it's, if maybe you don't want to share it, I understand. Maybe you can DM me on, social media or send me an email, whatever it is. I would love to hear it though still. Hey, thank you for joining. All right. So let's go over three options or three challenges. So number one, I have limited income. So, we have sometimes our income is not quite enough to build our savings. It's not enough. We don't have enough left over. Maybe our expenses reach right to where our income is, and our job maybe we don't can't get overtime, right? So what you can do is save what you can. Be okay with saving a little bit. If it's $5, right? I always say this: $5 is better than $0 savings. $5 is going to add up, but zero is not going to add up. So start where you are. When you're able to increase your savings, then increase your savings. Find somewhere to put your savings and leave it there. Allow it to grow. And don't feel like, it's only a little bit, I can just pull that out. I'll start over. No, no, no. Give your savings a chance to grow regardless of how much you are saving, how often you're saving. And there'll be sometimes, that you can't afford to save anything this week. That's okay, but don't quit, don't stop. When the next check comes and you're able to save, make sure you put some more savings in there and check it out, look at it, because looking at it, that's going to give you like, okay, my savings is growing. So start where you are. Don't think that to save, I can only save if I'm saving hundreds of dollars a check. No, saving is saving. It is your savings. It's the money that you are saving now for later, right? So do your savings, even if you have to get like a coin jar, right? And put your coins in there, that is still saving. And then, once you fill it up, or if maybe you have a time period and you want to just go in and cash it in, right? You can do that too. If that's something that's easier for you to just come in and throw your coins in a jar every week or every day after work, or throw dollars in there, but whatever you do, start saving. If you're not, continue to saving. If you have stopped and maybe something came up and you're just like, oh, nope, pick it back up, regardless of your income. Sometimes our income doesn't allow us to save a lot, but save what you can. Continue to save and increase when you can. You have some extra money coming that you don't need at that time, add it to your savings. Okay? And then leave it there. Number two, we have high expenses. So sometimes our income isn't a problem, it's our expenses. Sometimes we like to go out and enjoy ourselves a lot, right? Which I don't, say don't do that because we gotta live our life. Because most of the time we go to work every day, 5 days a week. We work hard, so we want to spend our money. But sometimes we need to just make sure that we are saving. So in that instance, I would say automate your savings. So make it so that from your paycheck, it's automatically going into your savings account. So you're able to just go ahead and save from the beginning so that you're not going out doing this, doing that, doing this, and then now I don't have anything left for my savings. So what you should do is automate it, let it go in there, create a budget. If maybe you don't know how much you can automate, budget is my jam, right? So I'm always gonna surely for a budget for all three different obstacles. I recommend a budget, right? So, but you would create a budget and just really see where your money is going, how much you have, how much your expenses are, what you have left, how much you can afford to save, and then that's what you should be doing, right? And seeing what expenses you can get rid of. Okay, we don't like to get rid of expenses, but when we actually take a look at it, there are expenses we can, if not eliminate, decrease for sure. Because sometimes we don't see what we're doing, how often we're doing something, and how much is adding up. And then we say, well, I can't save. When actually we can, but we don't see what we're doing in the way in which we're spending. So I would say to either, well, not either, create that budget and find ways to increase your income too, because you can also do that. There's nothing wrong with getting a second job to make ends meet or to make sure you can afford these expenses. If these expenses come from a form of debt repayment or something like that, you can get another job just to pay down that debt and be able to eliminate that, and then you can leave that job. And I'm always for, if I have to get a part-time job for a little bit, I have to get a part-time job for a little bit. If this extra income is going to help me to eat away at this debt really quick and pay it off, and then now I don't have this $300 a month bill that I was having that was making things tighter for me. Now I have this second job that all of the income from this job is going to that debt. And then look at that now. I've paid it off so fast. I've beat all the interest because I'm paying it off faster than they're expecting me to pay it off. Or, because they'll give you a small amount that they want you to pay. But if you can pay it off faster, why not? Possibly that debt is what's making your expenses so high. Because maybe you're not hanging out or, spending crazy. Maybe it's just your actual monthly expenses from your debt, your household, and things you have going on. So, in that case, I recommend getting a second job, even for a little bit. Now, don't get a job that's, well, I'm not going to tell you what kind of job to get. Let me stop right there. But yeah, get another job if you have time to, if you can, and that will help you just for a short period of time, just to knock that stuff out or get like a little side hustle, something that you enjoy doing that you can do and make some extra money on the side. And either way, you're bringing extra money in that you're able to put towards the debt or the expenses that are causing you to not be able to have as much money for your savings or to build your savings. Number three, I have lack of financial awareness. So this is kind of goes with what I was just saying about the last point. Is sometimes we just don't know where our money is going. It's not that we don't make a lot of money, not that we don't make enough money to save, but we are a person who spends. And then after I'm finished spending, and I look at my bank account on Monday and I'm like, oh, where my money go? Where did I spend that much? I didn't know I spent that much, or something like that. So with you, I would recommend taking your bank statement, looking at your credit card statements, and just seeing what you're doing, checking it out, and just really like, okay, what am I spending? What am I spending? What did I get? I got 4 of those. I went there 16 times last month. But like, really just checking it out. Oh, well, wait, I paid a fee for that, or something that we can avoid. Like for me, I always check my statements. The last 2 months in a row, I caught being double charged for things. Last month, I'm in a group. I was charged twice for that on the same day. The month before, I have another service that I have that's a part of my business. I was charged twice for that. So it just comes from maybe we're spending, yes, but sometimes it's things that it's not even us. And having, not having the knowledge of what's going on, right there, that right there, money out the window, money that can be going into the savings, and then we're not looking. We don't, most times we open up our accounts and we're just like, okay, well, let me just see how much I have. We're not looking at what happened, what came out, what we did. It's a matter of, let me see where I'm at right now so I can see what I can spend. So take the time, scroll through. If you're looking on your, on an app on the phone, or print your stuff out, or look at it on the computer, but just really check it out and have that awareness of your finances. Know what's going on with it. Know what's coming out. Know what you're paying. There could be things you're paying that you don't even know you're paying. Something you signed up that was a free trial and you don't know. Oops, all right, they started charging me. I forgot, anything. So take that time, look at that. I hope those 3 challenges that we discussed will help you to build your savings, encourage you to build your savings, help you if you are doing any of those things to do something different, or, change it up, or find a way to build your savings more. Okay. So remember, if you are saving, way to go. Keep going. If you're not saving, start now. It's never too late to start. Start now. Whatever amount you start with, doesn't matter as long as it's not 0. And just let it build, let it grow. Let it build, let it grow. And I encourage you to come back next week for next week's live. Next week, we are going to be discussing a couple different types of savings accounts and discussing the positives, the negatives, and things of that sort. So just come back, and I'll see you next week. All right. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate you. Happy Tuesday. Happy savings. Happy budgeting. All the things. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.